everybody. Today's video was going to be about decanting the current batch of mead, which at the moment looks like this, into some nice clean bottles. Problem is, I can't find my siphon tube anywhere. Looked in the spare room, looked in the cellar, looked in the kitchen, no idea. So I've ordered a new length of siphon, so it's going to be another few days before I can get the mead out of the demijohns and into bottles, more crucially into a glass. So what I thought I'd do is I'll do a video just covering a couple of topics, as you can see from the title. So the first one is I'm going to get the beer open. Still struggled to find the Wychwood Gingerbeard that I was going to review, but I've got Wychwood's Imperial Red, which is an Imperious Deep Ruby Ale, 4.7% by volume. Oh, and I've just dropped the bottle opener. I had a comment on a previous beer video from Jack Striker, Uncle Jack, Commander Striker, call him what you will, the funny fella in the balaclavas, and he set me thinking that most people who like a proper ale would probably like it out of a proper ale pot. So I've dug out one of my King George fluted beer pots. I've got a couple of these. This one isn't the oldest, but the weights and measures stamp on this is for West Yorkshire, which isn't quite right for Captain Striker, but it's a damn sight nearer than the other one, the old one, which is stamped for St Helens. So anyway, here we go. Now, with this being a ruby red ale, it's got the potential to look very pretty in the beer pot. So I'm going to take my time pouring it and see if I can get a nice head without it all frothing up and going stupid. There we go. So I'll just put the bottle down. A toasted malt flavour balanced by a bold pronounced hop delivered in a rich russet beer. Enjoy the Imperial Majesty and raise the red standard in celebration. It's not clear whose empire this Imperial Red is alluding to. We've got a vaguely medieval armoured knight on the front. So let's see. Now, this is my first beer in over 3 weeks because I'm on short rations at the moment, and it certainly is a lovely ruby red colour. Probably the prettiest beer I've had in a long time. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know if you can see from the bottom, there's a lot of fine bubbles at the bottom of the pot, and it is a nicely conditioned ale. It hasn't given us a big head, so I don't think there's much in the way of detergents and other shite that brewers use to make the beer frothy. This is actually, and you can see the bubbles rising, a proper nice conditioned beer. It's not as hoppy as I thought it might be from the description, but it does have a proper dryish, bitterish aftertaste. But it's very bright on the palate. That's really nice. So, on to the other matters. First off, competition update. I've had, I think, 12 VRs now. The most recent was Superfly Fat Guy 859, and just as I was setting up the camera to do this video, I had a message from California Prepper. He's going to do one. He's won one of mine in the past, so look forward to seeing that. That'll give us 13 vids. I've had about 80 82 comment entries, or 80 to 82 legitimate comment entries, because as I said originally, this is for people who were already subscribers before the giveaway was announced. I've had a couple of subs joined since who I'm really pleased to see have subbed the channel. People like Sandy from Jack Law Knives and Jedi Knight of the Woods. There was another couple I was going to mention, but I've got Head Like a Sieve. And these people, being proper grown-ups and proper gentlemen, have acknowledged the fact that they're not eligible for the competition, but they want to come along and enjoy the channel, so that's really nice. The subs have rocketed since the launch of the competition, and one thing I was surprised, a lot of new subs I thought were just going to be swag hags, just trolling for giveaways and joining up. Typically the channels with no videos and no subscribers. But although there's been a lot of those sort of channels, there hasn't been much activity from people who are just trying to get free stuff. They do look by and large to be genuine subscribers, so I'm really pleased about that, and thank you to everybody who has subscribed. The competition is going to run until Friday the 14th, midnight at the end of Friday the 14th, our time, that's GMT. Depending where you are watching this, you've probably got some weird time zone of your own, but it's GMT, so I'm sure you can convert that. I'm sure I could, but I probably need to go on the internet to do it. So yeah, wherever you are, Central European Time, Universal Standard Time, blah blah blah, just cross-reference it to GMT if you want to get your video in at the last minute. As I say, I've got 13, I think so, no 12 so far, 13 is coming, so I'm really pleased with that. Anybody else who wants to get in and have a go, please feel free. And then the next segment, I was looking at a video from Funky Prepper where he was testing this Fire Dragon fuel gel, and he floated some on water and set fire to it on water, and I thought that was quite impressive. But then I thought, well, it is quite impressive at face value, but can you not do that with ordinary fuel gel? So I thought I'd have a go. This is how I got on. Okay, so we're out in the yard and we've got the old barbecue, which is full of rainwater, as I would imagine most people's are at the moment. Funky's fuel gel, the Fire Dragon fuel gel, floated on water with a very sort of firm texture, I suppose you'd say. And as you pour this ordinary fuel gel out, it does at first make a nice discreet blob. And this is the ordinary yellow stuff you'd buy from B&Q for your patio lights and such like. But there you'll see fairly quickly it's starting to disperse. And it's not catching a spark. Doesn't help that I dipped the fire steel in the water. And on camera it's looking like it's disappeared completely. I can still see it in real life as long thin strands floating on the surface, but I just can't get it to catch a spark. That may be because it's so windy, but even when I get the fire steel dried off and get throwing some proper big sparks, it just won't catch. So I think we can say that the Fire Dragon fuel gel that Funky was testing really is as impressive as it looks, and it really is a very different product than the ordinary yellow stuff you get from the hardware shop. Hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching.